There we go. Go and somebody speak.
Bananas are not actually fruit, they're berries.
There we
Come
go.
Willie.
It's Flaps.
There's always one who's got to ruin it.
Always got to take it too far, don't you? This is a child-friendly stream. This we never do.
It's Flaps and not cunt flaps.
Daddy, what's a piss flap?
Daddy, why did the DX say that they tongue punched their fart box?
And then some other kids came in at the time of speaking that.
Oh, that is a golden moment.
Yes, I'm glad everybody had fun with that. It wasn't like it was my most embarrassing moment ever.
Your most embarrassing moment so far.
Aye.
Well, yes. Oh, graphic. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. So my GPU's just absolutely fucking shot the bed
Oh,
there
shoot. Yeah, I just saw
again.
You have never sounded so Scottish in your entire life as you just did then. Jesus
Why,
Christ,
thank-
man. It's ridiculous. It's like listening to a Billy Connolly sketch for a second.
The racism aside, like that's shocking.
How was that? That wasn't even mildly racist.
It was. I found it racist. You offended me. I am offended.
Get over it, bitch.
I knew there was a reason I don't like. I mean, I like you.
Oh, there's plenty of reasons not to like me, to be fair.
So I will allow. I will allow. Seeing as though it's her arc at the moment, Robin, would you like to tell everybody what we did on the last session?
Have to on funny count stitches. Okay, so we started in the hag's hut. We opened the book to try and figure out how to get the portal up and going again, and without going into too many details, we managed to get the portal open again.
You're welcome.
No, it was piss.
Yeah, you're welcome.
There were no colours involved.
It was a piece of piss, you might say.
It was a piece of piss. So we gave Poacher and Hunter all of our shit because we couldn't take any magical items through the portal, and that included the pub in the snow globe with the other guys in it. We came through the portal to find ourselves in a dark temple with some nice voices freaking us out, and then all of a sudden before we got a decent look around that, we got bamfed out to a different temple where things were a little bit nicer. We fought some red caps, were they?
Mm-hmm.
There were red caps, yep.
Yep, so we got attacked by red caps, and as soon as the blood of one of them hit the temple altar-y thing, it kind of started, what did it do, glow or something? Or move?
Yeah,
You, yes, you had a, what do you call it? There was a moment that happened, and you felt a new magical presence emanate from it. It absolutely obliterated the red caps.
Yep.
And you all were a wee bit dazzled from it.
Yes, and then I was asked what mischief I was up to by the lovely Una, the Grand Master of my dealings with the Fae.
That is correct. Well done. That is 2 made up points for you.
Yay, I like made up points, makes me feel good.
You mean inspiration points?
No, not those ones. There's other ones.
Oh.
No,
Okay.
I've already got inspiration apparently, according to my D&D Beyonds.
Oh shoot,
Oh.
I've got 7.
You shouldn't. You should only have a maximum of 4.
Yeah.
Then I
think I
will
got-
adjust that.
Because that's
Not
why
sure
you
how
only,
I ended up with 7.
yeah, you roll a d4 and that's what it is that you get. You get
Yeah.
out of 4. So I must have been
That's all
playing funny buggers that night.
Maybe. It's fine.
Uh,
It's changed to 4 for you now. And for me,
Right.
you know what I mean.
How can you change the amount just on your notes?
Yeah. So I tucked them into Abby's backstory piece.
Yeah, I put in my extras or notes or something. Yeah.
I always forget to put them in, but it doesn't matter because Darren never gives me it anyway.
I know. Do something good and you'll get some fucking points.
He says I'm too powerful without them.
Please, DM, can we have some inspiration? One more time, Governor. Yeah, anything
Can I
else?
get some inspiration, please? So,
But the time of giving.
now you just got to go racist again. And Vondra, like, do you just have gifts like? Do you have a button for gifts that like scans what we say? Because you always seem to be.
He has a dedicated folder. I've seen it.
Yeah, that's definitely there. Got it just in case.
In
So
fact, you've got more than one folder, if I'm not mistaken.
you guys are. You come out of consciousness. You come out of the dazzling, bright light. The magical aura hits you. You hear this strange voice in the air. It started off really gruff and sounded really manly, and it looked like there was a guy standing on top. But then, as Mouse came back and said, "Grandmaster Una, you're a woman," it suddenly changed into a woman, and she cleared up her voice, and came back to speaking normally.
It was seamlessly done.
I know it was almost as if it was part of the plan.
Almost.
Yeah, almost. And it wasn't for the fact that I forgot Grandmaster Uno even existed.
You played it off brilliantly.
Yes. And I actually blame Robin because she sent it to me as a picture rather than as like an actual comment, and it got lost in translation. So you guys see an elderly looking half elven woman standing there, long greyish white hair, wearing elegant clothing, but with a hint of like this strange fey charm that you see from the environment around you. Just twinkling off this very soft faced, almost in a complete smile, looking down at Mouse. So, my child, what brings you back here willingly?
We have had a change of events, Grandmaster.
Oh,
What was that?
yeah, is that somebody's cat or something?
It's Geddy
Oh,
snoring.
Geddy's snoring, yeah.
Oh, right. I thought it was a cat going, no, 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 no.
No, he snores unbelievably loud for such a small dog.
Ah, fucking throwing. I was getting freaked out there. Oh, no, no, no. Yeah, so
Yeah.
she looks down at you, looks around, and these must be the friends that you told me about the last time.
Yes, I bring friends. They are usually trustworthy. They're a good lot.
Everybody just looks at Giles.
Basically.
Giles is the sensible one.
Well, I have met some of the hags, found out about Stalker.
I had suspicions. I will not lie to you, but
I have seen my parents and I have heard a lot of what has happened.
Well, this I do not believe is the place for us to discuss this. Come, everyone, please, around me. We will go somewhere safer.
Do
away
what she
from-
says, guys. She's the boss.
Giles will bow to her as he approaches. Grandmaster, a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Giles, she eyes you up strangely. Her eyes narrowing, and she just sort of like brings her hand up and sort of does what would appear to be a small scan to our eyes. And the little bit of magic that she produced seems to change colour from the same symbiotic environmental aura that surrounds everything in this section of the Fae that you have seen so far, and it goes dark. The colour dark purplish, blue hues, near black. Just looking at you. I'm sorry, young man, but there seems to be traces of the nether on you.
Yes, I had a short stay in the Nether Realm by accident.
Sure.
I'm told it was a couple of a few millennia. But you know, I'm out of there now, and that's all in the past. That was, you know, I've been out for about 2 or 3 weeks now, so I'm good.
Yes, he is no longer in touch with his nether regions.
Yeah, he burned them off. Thank you.
Yeah, that was
Took
deserved.
so long to get that though.
Yeah,
Because-
yeah.
Because the button to get that is right underneath the disconnect button, so I have to make sure all the time I'm not pressing disconnect. I'm pressing pressing the soundboard.
It's
need to
why
actually
I always
try-
forget about the soundboard.
I need to try and like hotkey that to something.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
She then, she then turns to you, Abigail, and
Oh, shit.
does the same, and that turns lighter hue of purple, but still with a bit of darkness in it. And she sort of waves it off across you a little bit, and does not grabs at your arm, but just sort of places herself around, and without a beat looks at the affected area, and just turns and says, "You have my condolences."
That's positive.
Right, let's go. And she does her little fingering tricks.
Where?
I'm interested.
And somewhat blasts you all
She finger blasts us.
She finger blasts us.
Jesus.
into
No, I mean,
Didn't even buy me a drink.
Whoa, that's a map.
Why do you think I come over here so much?
giggity.
The
So, you're now in the Feywilds, the Fey realm, whatever you want to call it.
such a cool map. Outdone yourself with them, guy. That. There's
Where
my
are
tongue
we?
slip.
Up top there.
thank you. I'm happy with
So,
You are here.
it. We're fucking hard. Yeah.
I mean,
I
I,
was
like,
si-
I like that.
I've been sick fed up trying to explain to you guys where you are, so I might as well. I said to myself, "Fuck it, should just get them all a big "you are here" thing." And I just
No, I like
decided,
that.
finally. So You teleported from inside Sylvanas' forests sections, so down by the left-hand side, and you've been transported up to Saloon's capital. In the northwestern hemisphere of the realm. You all feel a gentle dropping and find yourself in a grand temple of sorts. Mouse, you know this place to be the Temple of Saloon, within one of the main areas of Saloon's capital. You see Grandmaster Una, and beside her stands your master, the lovable Master Niven Gel. Grand old bear folk standing there, looking down at you, all pleased as punch.
Hey, Daddy.
God, I'm ending this tonight. That. Between you tonight and then Denisa on Monday night getting like rowdy with the fucking
Oh, that was funny.
That it's just I need a spray bottle for you all this week. Fuck's sake, man.
This is what happens when we have a week off.
I'm sorry, I won't do it again.
And then
Liar.
and then all of a sudden the big muscly redhead Viking guy bursts through the door.
I'll
I'm
have
only
him.
kidding.
Right, sweetheart.
Funnily enough, I modelled him off Sean, except gave him the red hair. Yeah, that is literally like Sean's body.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I can't tell if he's just going along with this or if he's actually pissed off. Like this, that I've told everyone.
No, it's completely true.
I know it is. Yeah. So, you see Master Niven Gel. Oh fuck! I forgot their names now. Damn you, Robin.
The nymphs or the
Around you, you see Master Niven's new second in command, Minok, and her aide, Dahlia. And you hear from the side sniggering and little whispers. You turn and you see Grandmaster Una's ladies in waiting, Nemu, Talila, and Zelfi, standing off in the corner, being the little bitches that they usually are.
Yeah, I kind of give a very toothy grin and a little wave that, really fake sort of, hi.
Hi,
You
nice
can't
to meet
get
you.
that.
Nice to see you again.
So nice to see you ladies again. I look to the rest of the group and do that sort of cat
Awkward.
hairball sort of.
The
Do not
nymphs
get
just
involved with the nymphs, they are a pain in the ass.
Trust
Yeah,
me,
don't
I'm
get-
staying far away.
don't get involved with nymphos.
Shadow, when you come to the Feywild,
Mhm.
this is where you come.
This is where I come.
What, to this building here?
If I get summoned here, usually sometimes Una summons me somewhere else if there is battle, but this is where we usually hold court.
Oh, and if you don't mind me asking, what's your role in all this? What kind of court are you taking part in? What battles are happening? I feel like we don't really know enough about this.
This is all connected to the hag that my parents made the deal with.
What, you're going to battle and stuff over because of this one hag?
Yes, she is a very bad person. Does anybody else want to explain?
I'll give it a try. Salutations, everyone. And you see him try to get down the stairs a little bit, but he's doing that, crouch. Oh. Hello.
I don't good.
Oh, please do not. If I feel like I have to bow down to you, I might topple down these stairs.
You don't. We are guests in your home, and you're clearly an individual of rank and distinguish in this place. I don't believe you owe me a bow.
He does it anyway. He's like, no, pleasantries. He leans forward, and then you just see him sort of, oh. He manages to correct himself.
forward.
I go up and steady him.
He does
I
the
run
whole-
forward in case I need to steady him. Oh, right, yeah.
Waves his arms, oh, and then he just pulls himself back. Ah, got you.
You always get me.
Yes, help an old man down. Ugh. Grabs you on the shoulder and just sort of uses you as a fleshy walking stick.
Oh,
Could have used you for a fleshy something else, but
Oh,
oh.
come on.
oh
Why
no.
you drop that?
Lowering the tone like that. Come on.
Yeah, I know. I've got to give myself non-inspiration. So we are dedicated to stopping the forces of evil in the Fey realm and the Feywild and their incursions upon the material plane. Oof, those stairs really fucked me. I mean, yes, nobody heard that. Yes, that's our basic philosophy, is stopping evil where we can. We are the followers of Selûne, as you can see. And he sort of realizes that there's just like indescript markings around, and like, oh, actually, if you're not versed in anything in the Fae, you might not realize it. Apologies. And we are one of 4 sects dedicated to stopping the evil. But the 4 sects together, combined, is called the Sealy Court.
I thought you were going to say Voltron then.
What are the other sects?
We have the sect of Sylvanas, where I believe Grandmaster Una found you from.
Yes, that was the Green Temple where we just had the fight.
Oh,
There is the sect of Yavanna. She is the mother of all nature. And there's one more. There is one more, and I have forgotten it. It's out of my head.
If only there was a tool called Kanko you could look.
Yes, it's 3 sects. It is 3 sects. I forgot.
okay. I'm sure that happens. Okay.
I am an old bear. Please forgive me.
So this hag.
Oh, wait. You hear Grandmaster Una. I feel another presence. Hold on. You see her hands wrap around, does her little fingering techniques again. Well, it's watery this time.
Uh,
And from the ether, she pulls out a little bit of red energy and throws it down between you all. And you just see materialize your friend Nephilus
Ah, you made it.
through fire.
oh,
Cool.
Nephi, how you? Oh,
Hey.
sorry, wrong character.
We're not going
Where
through
am
the. We're not going through the rundown again. You'll.
Just do a quick spelling of the third one for me, please.
YVANNA. Yavanna.
Thank God.
Yavanna. Fuck. I mean, what?
I was so close. I was I had added one letter more than I should have.
Yes, I did steal the name. I'm not going to lie. And I'm not ashamed of it.
Why would you be?
Exactly. So you guys, Nephilus, you've basically came through the fireplace portal, cut your hand open for blood, and you told it your name,
Oh, okay.
and you came through. You didn't piss on it like what Giles did, because I know you know all this, because I know you'd have watched the VOD back and understood
Ah,
everything.
Yeah, of course. No word for word. Yeah.
As long as you didn't touch or lick the hearthstone, you'll be fine.
Yeah. Or if you
I
didn't
like Kiss
piss.
Barney Stone.
Oh,
Ooh, you've got the gift of the gab.
well, at least Blarney
And-
Stone has less bits on it.
Yeah, and blood. So you no longer you can pick one. What was it I said before? It was one piece of.
One magical item that requires attunement. Anything that
Yep.
doesn't require attunement goes if it's magical, including the Astro token. But armor is allowed to be kept on.
Yes.
Oh, if I can get
Okay.
one item that requires attunement.
I think that's what it was. I'm going off memory here. I haven't got I haven't got that
You-
set of notes on me.
You
He
kept.
actually told us what we could take with us.
Yeah.
Okay, no, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I've got the boots of haste.
Yeah. And you lose your token as well. So you just unequipped everything. You can keep your ring. I'll allow you to keep your ring. But everything
No
else, apart from one thing that you can attune to, you can keep. Yeah, you have to unequipped.
Right, weapons and everything.
Yep.
Normal weapons are okay,
Ah,
I think, are
No.
Not one.
Anything non-magical was okay.
Yeah.
So for example, Abby only has a standard short sword and has borrowed a crossbow from Mouse.
But because of your lineage, you can keep Hex.
I was just about to ask that.
You can keep Hex.
Whew.
Because of what that weapon is.
Yeah, I think I'm okay then.
So your hood and all that would be unequipped. You just have to unequip it. You don't have to get rid of anything. Just unequip it.
Okay. So that's the outer shoulder token.
Yep.
Do I lose my sentinel shield?
Yes.
Yes.
No, no.
You can keep your warlock hood, but then you'd get rid of the dagger of venom, the sentinel shield.
The whole
But you
year
still-
of planning.
You still have a normal shield as well, though, so you can keep.
I know, but that was for my perception.
I know. Shit, that isn't it?
This is just revenge for us playing the long game.
Yeah, don't worry, guys. I got you.
Right. So do you say non-magical items are okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like you
cool.
keep the daggers and everything else.
Yeah, that's okay then.
Dagger, dagger, dagger.
Ah, equip. What? Right.
That's what
Right,
happens
there we
when
go
you
then.
don't show up. That's what happens. Urgh.
Right. Okay.
You and-
Done that, I think.
So, Master Niven Gel, the giant bear person, just startles back a little bit. Oh, Master Una, you could tell me next time before you throw someone there. Oh, hello, my friend. I'm Master Niven.
Hello?
So, as I was saying, we are here to stop the evilness spreading. And that includes agents of the Corruptor, which appears to be this hag that you're on about. One of them, at least. And it's good that you've managed to deal with them. For now.
Yeah, they kind of got sucked into the portal and I don't know where they ended up.
They will be back with their master, probably, healing up and ready to get back into it in, probably a few years.
Who's their master, if you don't mind me asking?
He looks up at Grandmaster Niven and Grandmaster Una, and she goes, "This will be a longish story. Hold on." And you see her hands raise, and all the windows sort of slam shut. No light comes through. There's almost complete darkness. And you just see some, like from where she was standing, some small beams of magical energy pop up.
Ooh!
Pretty.
Oh!
Damn. God, Donna, get your love eggs out, fuck's sake. That joke not... Okay, that's fine. I see where everybody is now on this. That's fine by me. And you just see like all these like magical looking stars plotted out, and she begins telling this story about the creation of the universe and the trials and tribulations of the gods, how they emerged and created life and worlds wherever they visited, bringing all manners of creatures, races, life, sentient and non-sentient, everything into existence as they went. And then she starts telling you about the corruption of the darkest of the gods and how he managed to turn others to his cause. And she turns to you and says, "There were two born in that time, two gods, Selûne and her twin Shar. One the maiden of moonlight, and one a child of darkness. They were both in perfect balance with each other growing up." And she makes like a sort of like the story, two figures, one of light, one of dark, and make like the yin yang sort of stencil in the air.
Mm-hmm.
And then begins to sort of the dark one taking over more of the light until the balance wasn't enough, and the dark one got his grips on Shar and her mind. And then the projection starts changing. When the Feywild was born, there was how do we put it more that I do not want to say a battle, because that's putting it too bluntly. An altercation between Shah and her sister that involved other gods. They managed to contain the evil and stop her from rejoining her master. And that is why we are here. We are the express help. We are the ones, we are the followers in the god's footsteps. We are the last to have seen the visage, the material essence of the gods. And we are here to continue their work. And she begins to retract all the magic, and the room goes back to normal. We are here to prevent the evil of Shah from escaping and wreaking havoc, not only in the Feywilds but in the material plane. Your world.
When you
But-
say that the Dark One got a hold of Shar, who are you referring to?
Everybody sort of looks at Grandmaster Una, and she stares at all them. And his true name and title was lost long ago, but in legends and myths and whatever writings there are, they just refer to him as the Balgleer.
The Balgleer. We know that name, don't we?
Yeah, I was about to say, don't I in particular know that name?
And I'm pretty sure this is also the individual that Alala was trying to release again.
Mm-hmm.
Was this Balgleer? Was he locked away?
Yes. You would know him. You would know the stories, I believe. From what Mouse has taught me over the years, that they do teach you some forms of the gods in the material plane, do they not? They have things called
Yeah.
temples.
I mean, yes, but
The-
I've kind of been out of the game for a little while, and religion was never my strong suit. I prefer to trust the steel in my hand.
Well, if you need to ever get any information, there is going to the temples, the Kankars, as you will. We call them that here. They will
I,
teach you everything you need to know.
I don't know what that is.
She just
Anyway,
looks at-
Sorry.
She looks at you very solemnly, like, "Oh, I feel so sorry for you for not knowing what a Kankar is."
I'll live. Anyway, I apologize for interrupting your story. Please continue.
Thank you. The end.
Oh. Oh, it turns out I actually asked questions at the right time. Okay.
I hadn't said the end, yes, but I will forgive your transgressions.
Much appreciated. I'm sure you could forgive the curiosity of one as ignorant as I. I'm just wanting to learn. So, the Fey realm is in a perpetual state of war. Is between the worshippers of Shar and the worshippers of Saloon. Is this what you're saying to us?
Not just of Saloon, even though we seem to be the main victims of their transgressions. The others, the sects of Yavanna and Sylvanas. Oh, sorry, I had to burp there. I'm so sorry, I had to burp there. As you see her just like acid reflux.
Grandmaster.
Giles is going to immediately burp to make her feel less awkward.
Roll me a performance check.
Oh shit. Oh wait, what's happening? Donna, I'm sorry I touched your elbow. With guidance?
No.
No,
Viva?
on your own. On your
She,
own.
she's not guiding you.
5.
5.
Yep.
You
5.
go you go to force a burp up thinking it's very funny, but then you catch something in your stomach. And you Master Niven just sort of jumps back a little bit and he trips on one of the stairs and lands on his and he pulls Mouse with him because he's still using her as that fleshy cane. You don't you don't spew, but you do catch yourself.
Oh, never mind. Apologies, continue.
Why? Are you okay?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm fine. Please continue.
You got to whack him on the back hard.
Roll,
Yep, that's-
roll me an unarmed strike. I'm only kidding. Unless you do want to, but
He does want to.
The loading.
Oh, okay. No.
DM, is Navangel stood up or sat down on the steps?
he's fallen on his backside. So yeah, he's fallen back on them.
I'll go up behind him and help Mouse get him to his feet. And there's does he have like because he's a bear? Is he clothed or is he just like in his normal natural fur?
Are you thinking he's Winnie the Poohing it? Like he's got the top, he's got a top on, and he's his bare wangers just floating about like, yeah, way. Sorry, you're asking a serious question.
I mean, we've got.
There's a reason why we call him the Grand Master.
Oh,
Everett's a shame, even when enlarged.
oh, I'm just imagining him Winnie the Pooh in it, and his bare dick just flopping about.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, sorry, anybody that's listening. This is.
I wonder if bears have like a red rocket like that.
Right, okay. Let's. He's wearing like.
Sure, I'm trying to count.
I just did a spit take.
Yeah, we call it their lipstick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
It slides out like one.
Right, well, it's been a lovely night.
yeah, guys, that's it. We're done. That's
Put
the
on your
night.
lips for long enough, it will paint them.
Right, he's muted now. Oh.
And here I was about to do a nice moment.
Oh.
Sorry.
Thank you for subscribing, Naomi. I'm hoping you're loving this. I hope this is the sort of content that you want
Do you know
We
what? I'm gonna
appreciate
On a-
subscribe.
on a Thursday
Yeah,
night.
understand and unsubscribe.
Yes,
Jazz, if you are listening, I apologise. It's not normally this bad.
yes,
Yes.
it's a lot.
Let's not pretend.
Yes, let's not
Anyway,
pretend that
sorry,
we're not
that's fine.
children. So,
We
I
better-
do
yeah.
know that. Sorry.
yes, Vondra, he is wearing clothes. He is wearing more like cleric sort of garb, but it's more like not thrown together. But you do see like from the cloak he's wearing and some of the like not leathers, the cloth underneath. There does seem to be some sort of like rank and file with what he's wearing. But yes, he is fully clothed. He's not just like Winnie the Poohing it or like Yogi Bearing it, like just wearing a hat or anything.
Hey,
It's-
yesterday I had a tie.
He had a tie as well.
He
Like-
did. So as I help him to his feet and like hold his hand, does he have like really soft fur or is it quite coarse?
I would say there is, because of his age, it is getting to be more coarse. Because you do see, like, at one point, he seemed to have been black furred, and maybe 50 years ago in his youth, it was like jet black, but now it's very much faded, and in some places, it's either greying into white or near enough completely white. So from whatever floofiness it might have had in he might have had in his youth, it does seem to be getting that more coarse, like fragile sort of fur that animals get as they get older.
As she holds his hand, just help him up. She'll, even if it's a bit coarse, you'll see that Vondra looks starting to look quite sleepy and starts to like almost like nod off towards his hand. You can see she's quite bloodied from the battle. She took quite a lot of hits, so she's like absolutely exhausted and is just like almost falling asleep in his hand as she's trying to help him up. And then she just sits on the step and just like curls up around his leg, and it's just like instantly falls asleep.
Oh, this is so nice.
From,
I'm going to have to ask, just because you're 2 foot tall and he's like 5 foot, 5 to 600 pounds, I'm going to need to give you a strength check at disadvantage, please.
Sure.
Please roll high.
Okay, so 16 and a 2. So 2.
You go to try and help him.
Can I have one of my inspirations that way?
No, unfortunately, we don't do it that way.
I know, I'm only joking.
You try and push him up, and you're just, because of the injuries, you do sort of wobble a little bit. He does manage to get himself up, but he sort of catches you and pulls you in. Thank you, little one. Oh, and sort of manages to get you up in his arms and pulls you into sort of the cuddliness.
I'm going to just stroke your hair a little bit as you get settled and sleepy, and just cast Cure Wounds on you.
Yeah, she'll just whisper a small thank you to you as she nods off.
When it wakes up, it will. There we go. 14.
Oh, damn, thank you.
Oh, you do all seem to be a little bit hurt.
We've had a long day. This little one, I think she's had a long day, yes.
Yeah, she's
I say, be healed. And he's casting mass healing word on you. Did it come through? No? Did it not?
Nope. Oh,
No.
6.
Oh, there we
you
go.
go. Everybody can take 6 points of healing.
Oh,
Great.
Thank
you.
you.
But
thank you,
yes,
Grandmaster.
I'm up here. That was Master Niven that helped you. It's fine. You seem to be injured, and not in your full comprehension. She says that in like a really polite grandmother way, but you know there's bitchiness behind that. Like, you've been around enough people to know this sort of stuff.
Sorry, may I quickly interject and ask a question?
Yes, of course.
We actually came to the Fey Realm, yes, on behalf of Mouse. Shadows on the Snow, I mean. But also, we're looking for an individual. An individual who looks like this, and I point at Nephilim. But he has horns and is supremely evil. He has come to these lands, and he's taken 2 people hostage with him who are quite dear to us. I was wondering if you've seen anyone like that or heard any news, because we need to track down this individual and preferably murder him.
Everybody in it, just as soon as you say murder, just sort of and
So
the grandma
sort of over his face and just goes, "Oh Jesus, no."
I mean, he needs to pay for his crimes, and is a mass murderer himself, and the world as we know it, and even your world, if he is here, is in grave, grave danger if this individual is allowed to live.
Is he that bad? I heard he's a freedom fighter.
Don't start your shit. Come on. It is absolutely paramount that we find his name is Killian, and it's paramount we find him and that we deal with him.
Master.
He has taken our friend's sons. He has killed our friend. He has destroyed this group.
And my partner.
Master
He did
Nevin
this to me, and I point to my lack of horns.
I just sort of point to my forehead where the scars are still very obvious.
His machinations run deep. His malice and evil knows no bounds. This individual is one of the most dangerous people I've ever come across, and I don't even think I've met him in person yet.
In a nutshell,
Yeah.
he is a bastard, and we have come to hunt him.
We owe him blood.
Fine.
Not
everybody,
yours.
everybody just sort of turns to Grandmaster Una, and she's just standing there, very puzzled and very deep in thought. There has been no whispers of this person that have reached my ear. Master Niven, nothing from me. Mynock, and turns, looks over, and you guys see just from on the left hand side of Grandmaster Una, a couple of satyrs. One looks very young. She's got herself a couple of weapons and that, and she just looks very like uninterested, just like staring at everyone. But she's looking like more at Giles, showing more interest towards him. The other one, the older looking one, covered in ceremonial garb, looks very much like druidic, if you will. And she just sort of puts her hands on her chin, just looking. I don't know. I've not heard any tales from any of the other sects about a tiefling coming across. You never know with the corruption. It has taken over a few places.
Well,
Did we get any sense of where he was actually going when we found out he was here?
Didn't Neff get a vision of the tower?
Yeah.
is there not a waterfall?
Yeah, it was an upside down waterfall, if I remember rightly.
An upside down waterfall.
Yeah.
I believe
Isn't that a
so.
water up?
Or a water rise.
That's the one. Thank you.
Question for the DM.
Yes?
Would I know of any pseudonyms that Killian might be travelling by to hide his true identity in this realm?
Ooh, good question.
Ooh, I like it.
From everything that you know, I'm not going to make you roll because this is part of your backstory, and because like your story is so linked with his. You would know that in his madness and in the extent of where he's become, he has not ever shied away from using his name. He wants people to know, where you don't want people to know your name half the time, and you want to be as disconnected from the heartbeat of everything. He doesn't want that. He wants people to know. He's one of those serial killers that near enough writes his name on the wall in blood. He's not ashamed to know, for people to know who he is and what he can do.
Yeah.
I'm just
Like
going
this-
to wait a second, guys. Carry on.
No problem. This is a guy who would stab a child if he needed to. Like,
Well,
Yeah.
and yeah, he would use his name, or he would give himself a title of some sort, like Killian, Lord of the Blood, or something like that. You know, you would know, like, if you can think of anything, if you've got any ideas of what you think he would call himself from
he'd
all of
call
your.
himself the bloody horny devil.
Oh, that is so good. Did you name that yourself?
Yeah,
Some
just
call
thought of it.
him Tim.
Just thought of it.
He might refer to himself as the kin killer.
Ooh.
A chinchilla. Oh, right, so kin killer. Right. She looks at Minoc again. She's turning. No, we haven't heard of that. There's too much darkness at the moment for us to be totally sure. There's things that are parts of the Isles that we've lost. Maybe they've came in from there. Maybe they came in from the dark lands. You have a connection to this person, I believe. Grandmaster Una turns to you, Niflis.
Yes, unfortunately.
She starts walking down the staircase with a lot more poise and ease compared to Master Niven. She's like Helen Mirren walking down the stairs at like the Oscars or something, you know. Very what's the word?
Gracefully.
Classy. Yeah, gracefully, that's the word. And she just
Elegant.
elegant, that's
As
That's
she steps
another word.
closer, Abby takes a step backwards, by the way.
Giles bows.
I'm not going to make the same mistake as Master Niven. And she looks at him, and he just, even though it's like dark and grey fur, you can see that there is a little bit of redness in whatever skin is underneath. He looks a bit ashamed.
He's blushing.
Abby, you notice that she does notice you a little bit, and she doesn't say anything. She just looks in an understanding way.
Hmm.
And she just sort of rubs her hands, see a little bit of magical energy. Do you mind if I have a look?
No.
You stink.
You do not mind, or
Fucking
no,
dog.
you do not want me to look?
No, I do not mind.
Okay.
I'm very
This-
edgy, but I'd let her.
Yeah. You're such an edgy boy.
He's playing
But-
a tiefling, of course he is.
she puts her hands on your head, sort of almost like Spock's like fucking memory thing with the placements of her fingers,
Yeah.
and you just feel like a calming sensation go through your brain, and you've felt spells before in your training where your master would like delve deep into your brain and force his way in and just go through all your memories piece by piece. She feels like a gentle river flowing through, never going into anything but just passing by, and you just hear in your head, "Show me what he last shown you."
I open up my memory of the conversation we had, where he showed me the location of where he was keeping the kids.
Okay, give me an Arcana check, please, just to see how. Donna, you're so generous with this guidance. You know, whenever anybody needs it, right there.
Apart from your husband.
Oh, what's guidance plus a D4, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Donna rolls your d4
Ah, okay.
Don't make me do that.
because she's casting it.
1.
Yeah.
That's
Two,
7.
3, 4. Give me
A
a
7.
scream if you-
Yeah.
The difficulty that you feel towards this, you still feel a little bit of trepidation, allowing somebody into your brain.
Mm.
You've felt it with your old master for so long. You felt it when ever Rumala would do something like that to you, even for a joke. You felt the same whenever you've put on your ring and speaking to him, speaking to Killian himself. The barriers in your head, you still sort of, even though you're trying to pull them down mentally, your anxiety's still keeping it up. And she just sort of eases herself in a little bit. With that, she just sort of sees fragments of the memory. Could you focus on a location, please? Or something to show me, roughly.
I focus on the water rises. Where he's the last
You see-
image.
You show her this, and you show her the image, and she gets a small suspicion. She pulls out, and thank you very much for that. And
I'm sorry, I couldn't be of more help. But
no,
it's a-
I
it's a
understand.
reflex.
I completely understand. And she just sort of like pats you on the shoulder, and you did very well. And begins walking away from you. It appears that wherever this person is, he has taken refuge in the corruption. Most importantly, it seems to be Saloon's Moon Tower, or what was the tower.
And sorry, this corruption, you mentioned it earlier. This is to do with this war between dark and light that's happening. What is the corruption? Like literally, what does it do to the land? What effects has it had? What does it mean?
It is literally done this, and she does the same thing. She starts showing you like a projection of the Feywild again, and this time you see it clearly, and she shows you where, like, south of where you are,
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
The-
See it.
the corruption.
Oh damn!
Where's the tower?
Now, I've forgotten to put it in, but it's basically like in this area here.
Sorry, whereabouts is it?
You'll not see it because it's dark, probably.
I
Oh, no, I'm
can't
seeing
see
everything there.
clearly now. The corruption's here.
We all know what he's doing, guys. Come on. Let's not play into his game. Let's not play into his game. There you go, Donna. It's the other ones.
It's in that wee cubby.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in that area there.
Oh fuck! He's changed it to grey. Moving too fast for me. Right, so it's like there.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, this is the shit.
Got it.
Yeah. And she brings you sort of back. Like, this is what happens with the corruption. It seems to be that when essences of Shah have escaped, been set free, her worshippers gain ground, it leaves desolation in its wake.
Don't breathe them. Don't blood them.
And this is what I have been coming back for, is to stop the growth of that, basically.
Yes.
You've never said.
We've been busy.
It's a difficult thing to tell someone that does not understand the Fae. That you are
That's a bit
literally
I love
fight.
the faith.
You're literally fighting the essence of a god. How do you explain it to your loved ones that you may be endangering yourself in such a way?
I mean, to be fair, we endanger ourselves together every other day. I mean, I've not even been with this lot for very long, maybe a month, and we've been in a lot of fights. But no, I'm not. I'm not being accusatory about that. So
I can see that. You have a child with you, and she is absolutely beaten. And she points towards you, Vondra.
oh,
Who's
I
asleep?
mean,
Who's asleep?
Oh, Vondra's still asleep, isn't she?
Bond was actually a full-grown woman. That's just how big she gets.
Oh,
It's fine. Although, to be fair, this is Vondra's first ever time adventuring.
she is one of the halflings. I apologize. She just whispers to your sleeping. I apologize.
So
You hear that? You hear that in your sleep, Vondra. I apologize. You don't know. You're in the middle of a strange dream. You don't understand why you're hearing someone apologize.
It's a really scary dream, and you hear that really
yeah,
like constantly.
you're like back in school. You're completely naked in front of your whole class, and your teachers just apologize to you. Oh, apologize. So sorry. I very much like to recap quite a lot. If our objectives here are to, we have to deal with this hag to save your sister, Mouse, and we need to kill Killian. It seems like we might need to help with this war. I mean, I don't know if I'll be able to walk away from this without feeling like I've helped.
I think actually Killian did us a favour by coming here. We could tie everything up with a nice little neat bow.
Presuming we survive, but yes, in theory, yes.
And at least here we could have some help.
Indeed.
If he's working in the corruption, then we kill two birds with one stone.
Exactly.
Well, yes. So, and we're so sorry. This hag, we have to kill this hag.
I think
don't
you-
know if we can actually kill her.
A hag is tied to the Fae. Its power is the Fae. Its power is the corruption. The stronger corruption takes within the Fae, the stronger creatures of it become, especially in the material plane. If you can help us in some way of pushing back, even just a little, even if we were to get the moon tower again, maybe we can push back the corruption enough that
I
you
don't
might
want to
learn.
be that guy, but we had to leave all of our stuff that would help
Oh yeah.
back over to the material plane because it wouldn't travel through with us. Is there any way that you can help with that?
Do you have a glaive or a halberd or even a spear? I'm really needing a spear.
I'm trying to see if we can get our own stuff. Will you be quiet, please?
Oh, apologies.
I do not know about your own things. The veil between our plane and your plane is very strange, old, ancient creation magic. The gods themselves created this, and if for some reason the gods deemed magical items of certain characteristics could not come across, I cannot fight against that. The old god Mathmathonwe may have had a reason for dealing with different sorts of magic.
Well, it's going to be a lot harder for us.
So a spear or a halberd a glaive, a pole arm of any kind. It's kind of my preferred weapon.
A longbow.
A longbow.
We do have shops around here. You could go shopping if you wish.
Do you accept gold?
I was just about to ask if our weapons aren't good. Here is our money.
Mouse. They know Mouse. They should be able to give you something you need. She is a great fighter for us in the campaign against evil, and does that little, like, you know, that little fist raised in the air that older people do, like, yes, let's go.
Go team.
She may be able to find something for you.
Right. Okay. Like a spear, a halberd.
Were you like this before the Nether, or were you? Or is this the darkness within you?
I'm going to be honest. I used to be a lot more reserved, but I've found a new leaf on life. Finding out that all my family are dead, and
A new leaf on
everyone I
life.
ever knew or loved is dead.
Is this leaf? Is this leaf on life that you found? Is this green? Is it rollable? Is it smokable?
I said lease, but okay. Yes. No, I don't partake in those things myself personally.
Yeah. You have something in you from the looks of it. Something mischievous. Something obscene.
Obscene?
Yes.
Is it called Romala by any chance?
Yeah, honest to fuck, he keeps on trying to break out of me. I can assure you though, as much as I am enjoying a laugh and things like that, I am extremely deadly serious about vanquishing beings who would hurt or kill innocent beings.
Neva just goes, here we go. He chops and changes moods really quickly. You'll be used to that soon.
It's almost like rolling a dice.
But I cannot wait to get to know him better, she says through gritted teeth. Yes, I cannot wait. There may be something in one of them. I do not know personally. I have more things to deal with as well now. Mouse.
Mm-hmm.
It's good to see you again, my dear. And she embraces you a little bit, and they are in your charge.
I know. I will do my best. I will keep them reasonably controlled. I will try.
Hold on, I'm taking you over to Whispers. I just want to make them nervous. Just keep the chatty one in line.
Yeah.
Are you there? Yep.
Yep.
Just keep the chatty one in line.
I will do my best. I will try.
Yes.
He talks a lot of shit, but he is quite handy and his heart's in a good place.
It's not his heart I'm worried about. There's something in there. I do not know what it is, but it is wrong.
Oh.
Along with the other one. Watch out for them.
Abby that you spoke to?
What was that?
Was Abby that you spoke to?
They are wrong.
They are marked. It is not her fault.
There is something there. I can feel it. It is not their fault, but it's there.
Is it the same?
It is not the same. But it is. It is born from something similar. You walk a strange path now. The portenses tell me. The circle is closing. Try not to get caught in it.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, jump yourself back over to sessions, because anytime I do it, it mutes everyone for some reason, so...
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. She embraces you, and then just sort of casts you off a little bit, and good luck.
Thank you, Mum.
And good luck to everyone else. Girls, come. And you see the three nymphs just sort of tense up and follow Grandmaster Una. Oh, pardon me.
Did Mouse just call
Hi.
her mum?
Mom.
Mom.
Ah.
Mom.
I was
I thought it was mum as well.
Yeah.
on her own mother, like, my own mother cast me away, so
I'm going back to the court. Niven, any problems, you know where to get me. Good luck. Whatever you choose to do.
Oh, everyone's sounding funny.
Hey-ho!
Stormcrow, was that you trying to speak?
No, no.
No.
I
Ah, it
thought
sounded like him.
It
No,
sounded
yes.
like you.
Yeah. It literally sounded like you was...
Some volume on that was all then. So on some volume on something that was all then. So that was what it was. That was probably what you heard.
Ah, okay. So, she does her usual stuff. You see a magical light come from her, Woof, blinds a little bit, and disappears.
Was there a bright flash?
Not a completely bright flash, but enough that if you were just staring at it, you go, "Oh, what was that?" You know, like somebody catches you with their high beams.
Mm.
But you're
was
asleep,
just
so
I was wondering if it was enough to wake me up.
wake me up inside, can't wake up. Sorry, had to go there.
Carry Vondra.
Yes, of course. I will go over and very gently scoop Vondra up.
Aw.
Oh.
She stirs a little bit.
What sort of time of day are we looking at here?
From the looks of it, it seems to be about midday.
Does it feel like midday though, or does it feel like 5 o'clock?
Yeah, what time did we leave? Like
You left in
Imperial-
you left in darkness. Like it was proper dark when you left before, but due to the time differences within the Fae, it's like late morning, early afternoonish here.
This is like some jet lag shit going on here.
Basically.
Want a halberd, want a pole arm.
Yeah, so even a spear. No, I'm joking.
Well, I guess I should
Oh.
take these guys and show them around.
I can do you one better. He just claps. Rowan, you can come in now. You hear doors open and the clatter of feet coming in. You just hear, well, you took your time.
Did you miss me?
You're never fucking gone long enough for me to miss you.
Yeah, I go over
And-
and give her a hug.
And she hugs you back. And you see your two followers, Thetis and Landon, just staring at you and just like, well, I suppose it's good to have you back. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. Hey, Mouse.
These are my friends I've brought this time. These are my group from the other realm.
Oh, cool. He runs over to the younger looking of the Eladrin, runs over to you, Neva, and just like, you must be this Emrys I keep hearing about. Nice to meet you.
I just start nodding my head. Yeah. Yes. Yes, I am.
See, you're
Cool.
actually William.
This is cool. I'm
Do
liking
not
this.
mind, he was dropped on the head as a child.
Does he have a distant relative called Rasham?
You must be Dakuda. And he points to you, Stormcrow.
Oh!
Stormcrow standing very quietly, always looking at him, be embarrassed to be in this like Fey place, you know, basically his ancestors, and he sort of stood there and just sort of goes, no, but nice to meet you.
Sorry, my name's Neva. I'm not Emrys.
I know that. I was just trying to break the awkwardness here, but it's cool. I'll just go back there, and he just signals back. Like he had like the two finger guns to start with, just trying to have the jokes. Sees how awkward Stormcrow goes, and like how awkward it is with Neva a bit. He goes, right, okay, and then he does the pointing backwards with his thumbs. Like, I'm just gonna go over there, and just slinks back.
She gives him the finger guns. Okay.
And the other Eladrin, Thetis, just sort of puts their hand in their heads and just like, why every time? Why? Comedy's the best form of introduction. Aye, only if you're fucking funny. Right, let's go. Master, you know where we're gonna be. Yes, yes. It is good to see you all again. Mouse.
Yes, my lord.
Oh, fuck. GPU's just absolutely fucked there.
Mouse got fucked by the bear.
GPU.
Lucky bitch.
My gupu.
Yeah, I've had my PC fully crashed today as well.
It's
Damn
not that.
Cloud
It's
Strike.
because I'm now streaming in that as well, and it's streaming to not only Twitch but YouTube. It's taking up quite a
Yeah.
bit of fucking processing power, I believe. So the switching
bet you're-
constantly.
I bet your parents hate when you use up all the Wi-Fi.
No, because it's my Wi-Fi, and it's the fucking best Wi-Fi. It's the 1 gig. So it's
What?
really good stuff. It's
Oh.
the best. It's the best sort of Wi-Fi going. All from the absolute top-notch internet provider ever, Virgin.
Who?
Yeah.
I'm a flounce.
So, Rowan just signals to everyone. Right, come on, let's go this way. I'm taking you wherever it is you need to go.
Shopping, I believe.
Oh, shopping. You know,
We lost all of our things coming over. We have no weapons, no trinkets.
she leads you out the front and leads you into the gardens of the temple. Mouse, the view doesn't do anything for you as much as it would everyone else. You guys open out onto this beautiful marble like concourse surrounded by trees, plants, anything that gives off life energies. There's animals roaming about and just the water flowing. Everything seems to be done with nature. Like, it doesn't seem to be like what you would see in the cities back home where industrialism and like humanoid progression takes over nature. This seems to have been created with nature in mind, this place.
What way's the water running?
It doesn't, you can't actually tell the water like in the river where it's going. It seems to just be that still that it's almost like, if you were to look at it at a side glance, it looks like it's almost glass. But the waters in the Hanging Gardens are falling.
Okay.
But every now and again you're catching it and it does look like it's going up. So it seems to be like a role reversal every now and again.
Basically, where it's that sort of your water falling, it looks like at times if you catch it at the corner, you know, it's actually travelling up because it's so like sort of smooth and glassy.
Well, not just that, there does seem to be points where it looks like it's filling up to a point where it might overflow, like in the little ponds, but then it seems to ebb back out. So think of it like the waves, like the waves of the ocean crashing against the tide. It's coming in and it's going out. It's coming in and it's going out. And the way that it goes out is going back up. There seems to be a sort of rhythm with it. Give me a nature check, Stormcrow, or a performance check.
Okay, go for performance. That will be an 18.
An 18. While you're looking at the water and the way that it's going, there's something rhythmic about it, something almost musical about the way that it moves. It's almost lifelike, but not within life as in the way that human or sentient life would be. It seems to be like this, the life of sound and music. You know, like when you strike a chord and you see like the way that people sort of come alive, or they like the emotion behind music. That seems to be the life that you're gaining from this. It's not like any sort of, like, even from a magical realm, near Fey existence living in Avalon. This is the real deal. Living life over there, back in their material plane, is basically like Timu compared to.
Yeah. I'm sort of like looking around, looking at it, just gobsmacked, but also completely like but also you can see I'm just a bit intimidated by it because this is like so far from my world, being Drow, where it's all underground and everything, and I've got all this life and nature and everything. That as much as I'm loving it, and I think it's amazing, it's still sort of like, this is really weird, and you can almost see I'm almost sort of on edge as I'm walking around.
Yeah, it's completely different from where you come from and the life you lead. Not that you lead a seedy life, but much like Nephilis, you've not wanted to be the main, like, as much as you love being a musician, you love being out there, you've never wanted to be the main attraction, you've never wanted to be totally in the spotlight, whether that's due to your Drow background or the things that happen in your personal life. You like people to know about you, but you don't like people knowing about you. This, being in a place so alive and so jumping and surrounded by stuff, you feel like almost everything's staring at you.
Yeah. I'm sort of huddling in.
What was that, sorry?
You said I'm sort of huddling in the middle of the. Sorry. I'm sort of huddling in the middle of the.
Huddling up to like Giles and behind Abigail and stuff like that, or
sort of like trying to be in the middle of the group so we're not drawing attention to myself because they're just feeling completely overwhelmed. Almost like a sensory overload.
Yeah. like there's been too many people invited to the party, and you're just like, okay, I've got to go and stand in the kitchen for a few minutes.
Yeah.
Completely get that. If I was ever invited to parties. let's laugh at the real pain. Anyway.
I just invite myself.
So you're walking out, you guys are walking out, and you just hear Rowan to Mouse. Well, it's good to see you again, my dear.
And you, my love.
It's never the same when you're not here. When are you just going to stay here? Why do you need to keep going back?
I have shit to do elsewhere. Not everything is about you.
Fucking is. You know this. And she just nudges you. And so, where is the big friend? I was expecting to finally get to meet him.
Soon, hopefully, he will join us. He's had to stay behind for a little bit longer, but he will. We left him a note. He knows where we are. I'm sure he will come and find us.
She nudges Theus and goes, "I told you he's not real. Told you this boyfriend's not it. She's just lying."
He is not my boyfriend.
Yeah. Okay. She does the quote. Okay.
At this point, Abby's gonna just casually link arms with Mouse.
Oh. I see. Well.
We go everywhere together, don't we, Cariad?
We do, Liebchen. I need somebody to warm my bed when you are not around.
Easily replaced. I know where I'm not wanted now. As she starts walking off.
Oh, my love, we're joking.
No. Fuck off. And just keep... No. And she just keeps wandering. You just see Landon turn back as he's walking. He goes, arms up in the air.
Alright, let's go get you a pokey stick then, Giles, yes?
Pokey stick, gotta kill them all.
I actually have a question I've been meaning to bring up for a while now.
Aye.
Just kind of as Mouse starts leading us wherever it is we're going. Romala. What was he like? I never brought it up before because you guys all seem quite hurt, and naturally you kind of saw my coming. Was linked with his leaving, and I get that. But from the way you speak about him, he sounds like he was truly a brave and noble, powerful warrior.
No, he was
certainly something.
He was a
fucking
coward,
idiot.
a coward, and a drunkard. But god damn, was he the best friend that we could have ever had.
As if a tear in the fabric of reality opens up, you just see this strange-looking fat guy with a really shitty beard and a bald head just go through and just go, ah! It looks an awful lot like the DM, you know? He just laughing at that statement. And then the tear just closes up again.
Sorry. This individual that I've been hearing about for the last month that you all hated me for because he disappeared at the same time that I arrived is a coward and a drunkard.
He's not a coward.
Oh, that's what Abigail just said.
And
Oh. So, but I mean, he wouldn't hesitate to get involved in the fight, though, would he?
He would hide behind everything he bloody could.
He would get involved, but from afar, be fair. Be.
And I mean, surely he wasn't drunk when you were going into battle.
He was.
Oh, that was when he was most drunk.
Yeah.
He performed better drunk.
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
Donna, you said that with so much experience in your voice there. That was...
He was a loud, obnoxious, idiotic moron, and I loved him as a best friend.
Same.
Oh,
Right.
I love how everybody knows to use it in the past tense because he's dead.
He's the best people.
wow. I'm going to be honest. Just hearing snippets about him for the last month, I did not expect any of that.
Why are you bringing this up now?
Oh, I don't know. I just think we're here, and I've kind of loosened up a little bit recently.
Fuck,
Been
I'd hate
thinking
to see you
about.
when you're tight.
Hmm.
I said I would hate to see you when you were tight.
Oh well.
Giggity.
I don't know. I've been thinking about a lot of things, and I wasn't sure how I felt. Knowing that everyone I knew from long ago, my friends, all being gone, long, long gone. But I've done a lot of thinking and seeing what's happened to the two Gungson boys and seeing how you all bond like a family. It's made me think that maybe I could, learn to trust again and be part of something again. Sometimes
Okay.
when I was away, yeah.
Away you go.
Sometimes when I was in the Nether Realm, I thought it was 2 weeks, but I don't know. Sometimes it does feel like longer. It's a long time to be on your own. Anyway, I don't know. It just crossed my mind, and I've been meaning to ask, and I just thought, we're in this beautiful place. We're going to buy a pointy stick. Maybe we could talk about good times, and it seems like Ramallah was the best of times.
Don't worry, old man. We'll get you a walking cane.
I'm younger than you.
No,
And
you're not.
And he storms off and grumbles to himself.
I'm just imagining you doing that and you're still holding Vondra like
Yes.
like
Oh,
a
yeah,
child.
yeah.
Like you're storming off.
I was actually gesturing with her a little bit while we were talking.
Vondra, would you be awake at this point now, do you think?
She's a pretty heavy sleeper. I'll roll a perception check if that's okay to see
That
if she
is
wakes
okay.
up. That's
No,
a
For an exclamation point, I think it might wake you up.
it's a 9 for a total of 11. So she would have stirred a little bit, but not really woken up.
Not
I
enough.
reckon. She's pretty
You're in a
exhausted.
yeah. You're just like still. You're hearing the conversations in your head, and in your dreams, you're like imagining this like cartoonish sort of like caricature now in your head of just like this strange small dwarf that seems to just be running away and then running into fights, but then running off again. Sort of smells a little bit. Always drunk.
Hey, he was taking
I-
baths by the end.
I'm going by the descriptions that everybody's just said.
Yeah.
And
The
then,
conversation is definitely influencing her dreams for sure.
yeah. You're a deep sleeper, but light enough to be taking in everything that you're hearing, and your voice and your brain starts processing all the words that are being done.
Mm-hmm.
You're now just imagining a mouse and a person walking around hand in hand. Like, not actually mouse, just a mouse. And it was actually funny. In the last time between session, the new player, Sean and Donna's pal, Cara, she's playing like a little child like Yuan T. And
A
she
horrifying child.
horrifying as fuck. She used a bit of her food to bait a mouse to come out and then just swallowed the thing whole, alive, and she was like, "Oh, I'm going to bait out a mouse." So I put mouse's token into the thing. Just like, you've baited a mouse, and Sean didn't even realise it. So he was sitting there for like 5 minutes of me saying, "I've got a mouse here," and he's like, "Yeah, where's the mouse token?" I was like, "There's the mouse token." He's like, "No, I just see mouse. Okay, yeah,
Yep. I was like, okay, well done.
yeah, great banter. Yeah, top notch. Well done." So, you guys can do a little bit of shopping. I'm not going to have you going into a shop or anything because you seem to have been terrified. You seem to be terrified of going into shops nowadays for some reason. Don't understand why.
Uh-huh.
I mean,
Personally.
would Betty turn up by here?
She is.
Maybe.
She is an archfey.
Yeah.
She is something.
Betty.
Betty. You say her name long enough.
Betty.
No. Sean, it's happening again. I have to do something, don't I?
No.
Yeah, like.
It's bad enough we had to deal with salad fingers in the other game.
What?
Oh yeah, I've got. Did I not tell anybody?
No.
No.
Yeah, it's literally just to torture this guy, Jake. It's just to torture him.
Nice.
He has to share a cell with salad fingers.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so there's literally salad fingers in my D&D session. He sits in the corner, and when Jake's character Drayon, who's basically he's a tabaxi wizard, but he plays it like a Khajiit.
Okay.
So whenever he speaks or anything, Salad Fingers is there, and he just like whenever he's sleeping, Salad Fingers comes up to him in the middle of the night and just like massages him, and just have you got any rusty spoons? I like rusty spoons.
So good.
So that's what they have to deal with. That's their living nightmare. Scott loves them as well. He loves Salad Fingers. But yeah, so you guys get a little bit of shopping done. There's nothing too much. Like, this place seems to be a serene town. Not much like in the way of pure warfare, but Rowan shows you about. She manages to get you guys a few things. Nothing in the way of the equipment that you guys had before. So if you want to add a weapon into your inventory, you can. If you want to, that's within the parameters that you need, you can. But like I say, it's nothing too fancy. It's not plus ones. It's not anything like that. It's just like standard. A standard glaive if you want, or yeah. So
mundane item.
Yeah.
Not green, before green.
The magical items that there are, like mouse, you would know that there is people out there that do have like heavily enchanted weapons, but it's people like of high rank within the defense forces and things like that, and it's like literally for worst case scenarios.
Okay, I have purchased I can purchase a halberd, can't I?
Yes.
And I can get a longbow.
Yeah, you get these items from the shop, and they are like exquisite pieces. Like, it's proper like fey, elven, like craftsmanship. You know, these things look absolutely beautiful, decorated, properly aligned and whatnot. It's the height of magical elven craft. But once you guys have grabbed all your stuff, Rowan takes you all back to a small hut within the outskirts of the city. Mouse, you know this to be her home, and she shows you all in. Please, just make yourselves at home. It's It's quiet, it's cramped, but it's better than fuck all.
It's wonderful. Thank you.
So-
Howard.
I hope you enjoy all the stuff that you just got.
Yeah.
She wanders off and you see like she's got a little cauldron of some sorts on the stove. It seems to be bubbling away.
Stormcrow,
Yeah.
could you play us a song?
Really? Now?
Yeah, we're here, we're settled, we're in a different plane of existence, and we're about to traverse into, magically corrupted land to find some of the most dangerous individuals we've ever met. I just think, a song would be nice. If you want to.
I mean, I sort of look over at Ron and go, I mean, if it's okay.
Oh no! In the Fey realm, you're not allowed to play music. You know, we have to be boring over here.
I mean, I don't want to impose by doing something if you don't want me to play music. You know, I mean, I don't want to do anything like that and upset you.
Oh no!
Footloose.
I hate music. Give me an insight check, please, Stormcrow.
Well, I'm shit at these. And yeah, 16.
Yeah. You manage, even in your sort of overwhelmed stupor, you manage to sort of get a little bit more into the place, and you could tell that she is being sarcastic as fuck to you.
Yeah, I've just got a big grin on my face.
Darren.
Oh.
Darren.
Yeah. Yes.
Just really quickly. Were we allowed to buy any healing potions while we were in there?
Yeah, I'll let you have some healing potions. Pardon me.
Donna said
Hold
that
on.
our healing potions didn't come over from the other side.
The normal ones did, but anything higher than common didn't.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's what I've got.
Okay. Yeah, okay, I would like to buy some healing potions as well then.
You can get 7 healing potions between the lot of you.
Cool.
Oh,
I've got 8 regular, so if somebody wants to take mine, feel free, vote.
I will
Cool.
buy.
It's you can have them. You can have them. Like it's not. This place doesn't run by gold. It
Oh.
goes by. It's not a very like capitalist place. It's very communistic sort of. They do.
Tommies.
Runs on reputation.
Yeah, it goes by like you help people, you help the community and stuff like that. You get a bit of a higher standing. People know Mouse to be a warrior of justice and light within this place.
Yeah, everybody loves Mouse.
Won't go that far.
Yeah.
Okay, I bought 2 potions of. Well, I got 2 potions of healing.
I'll buy.
I got the one.
I've got the key.
I'll buy 2.
But you can't buy them.
Oh,
Your gold is no good here.
you just said buy.
I know, but.
I'm saying that you guys can just. You guys have been given 7. So
Yeah,
have them.
you can.
You've got 7 potions to divvy up between yourselves.
Yeah.
Is what
Yeah.
Dad's trying to say.
But Sean said I'll buy 2, and then my brain just went. He said buy, so I say
Ah.
buy.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Donna, you should realise this by now. If Sean says something, do the opposite.
Oh, Darren. What's Steve about?
Oh, yeah.
Steve's from the fleet.
No. You didn't bring him with you.
Well, I'll ban him out then.
Do you need to recast your spell?
Nope.
Okay.
Because he didn't
You could.
die.
Okay. You can bamf him towards you then.
Beep.
God. You've always got to be thinking about this owl, don't you? An owl that keeps an owl slave. That's really good. That's really good, Donna.
He nuzzles him.
There you go. Little
But
Steve.
yeah, I think Giles is just going to sit down and listen to Stormcrow's songs and just kind of relax and ruminate on everything. That's what he's doing for the evening. And he's going to sit in a chair over next to this person.
That is Thetis.
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 Thetis. Like lettuce, but with a...
Thetith.
Like the great
Thetis.
goddess, yes.
Okay, I'm just sitting there with my eyes closed listening to Stormcrow's lovely songs.
Stormcrow,
Like-
can I get a performance check from you, please? And you can have it at advantage.
Okay,
What
so
kind?
I just rolled one, so
I'm just imagining that Vondra's still in Giles' arms and he's just walked around the corner, found a bed and just lobbed her into it and just fucked off. Just like,
No.
woof!
You gently lay her down.
You
Uh,
kinky bitch.
second was a dirty 20.
Nice.
Nice. So you just start playing. I'm imagining that you'll go sort of like. What would you play? To start with, what
Just-
way would?
It's nothing to. He's still a bit overawed and he's still not feeling quite himself. So they're still not feeling quite themselves. So they're just saying just something just sort of chilled out and mellow. Then nothing too extravagant. They're still a bit overwhelmed with everything going on.
I'm imagining something like melancholy, like not too over cheery, but also not too like emo, like what Rob listens to.
Not like Dragon Force or nothing.
Yeah, nothing like that. Just like soft melody, like tavern music.
Sort of somewhere between us and like just a little bit above like a requiem, something like that.
I think Pink Floyd.
Yeah, that sort of
Yeah.
vibe. I think that's what
Who
we're
lo-
trying to say.
Who listens
So
to
which
Pink
one-
Floyd?
Right.
So you guys are just chilling out, listening to the music. Is there anything anybody else would like to do whilst Stormcrow's playing?
Just as a side note, Abby is staying right by the door, sort of consistently vigilant and on guard.
Well, okey-doke.
I
I'm
am going
gonna-
to be looking through some plans and maps and seeing how far into the corruption everything's happening and what's been going on since I've left.
Okay. Neff, what was it
I'm-
you were doing?
I'm gonna ask Giles if we can have a quick word outside.
Of course.
Ooh. So, Neff, you and Giles, you pull Giles off. Yeah. You pull him off. Mouse, you know obviously the time differences within the Fey world, the Fey realm compared to the material realm. Now, what was my understanding?
Oh,
I wrote it. I wrote it. I wrote it
One
somewhere.
day for every hour.
For every 1 day spent in the material realm, an hour passes in the Fey realm.
That's it.
That's what it was. So,
For every hour we're here, a day goes by.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Shit.
So, basically, even though it's been probably a week since you last left, it's only been about 7 hours. 7-8 hours for them. But just because it's been that doesn't mean that you've not maybe seen Rowan for 2 or 3 weeks her time or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, even though you've been bamfed into the Fey realm, you might not have been bamfed near her or
Yeah.
anywhere near the saloon's capital or anything like that. You could have been put anywhere within the realm doing the Sealy Court's work. Giles and Neff, or you want to have a word with Giles out in the open, or do you want it in whispers?
No, it's fine out in the open.
Okay, so all the normies get to hear you guys.
Welcome, plebs.
So, yeah. So, Neff, you and Giles walk out and walk like a little bit further than what it looks like on the picture, but just sort of like out of earshot into the woods a little bit.
Right. I don't exactly know how I'm going to start this, but you were asking questions about Ramallah earlier, and it just made me think. When I eventually returned, I found out that he was gone. You'd come back. I don't exactly know what happened. For a minute there, I thought we weren't going to be like. I thought we weren't going to get on, but you seem to have pulled the stick out your ass that you had when I first met you, and I just wanted to say thank you for asking about him. And from hearing about what you've been through, I wanted to say I'm sorry. And I hope we can eventually be friends.
Yeah, I would like that as well. I think the stick up my arse, that was definitely something that had always been there for me. But I've seen the way that even though you're all dealing with so many hardships on a day-to-day basis, you all manage to stay positive. And I don't know, it's after spending 3,000 years in a plane of death, it's just been amazing to see life again, you know?
Yeah, like I said, I can't imagine it, but it was good to talk about him earlier on. If you ever want to know about him again, just ask.
I will do. I feel like there might be many, many stories to be told about such an individual.
Yeah.
He sounded very lovable.
He was.
I would like to be friends. I think when I came back, I thought there was no point in having friends and that I didn't deserve to survive when everyone else I knew had died. And I don't know. I think part of me wanted to find a good cause to die for. To be honest, part of me still does.
I understand that. Probably not to the level you feel it, but I do understand it.
Yeah, I don't know what I feel anymore. Some things are so clear now, and other things are just still messed up in my head. But the one thing that's never changed is I've just wanted to help, and the only thing I've ever been good at is fighting. I think it is possible to help through fighting if you fight the right people. That's what I'm clinging to anyway.
Yeah,
But
I sorry to cut you off. I spent a lot of time fighting for the wrong people.
yeah. Sorry, I'm watching this graffiti on the map here. It's
Whoever
not
that is
really love, though. It's kind of like a front bump.
Whoever's done that, they've had a fucking stroke on Neff. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
And look, now they've ashamedly deleted it.
Yeah. I'd still think it was you, to be honest, but okay.
No, I was concentrating on my nice words. But yes, I would like to be friends again, and most importantly, I want to help you all find Romala. I don't believe he's dead. If I survived in that place, and that's where he's gone, there's no reason that he won't survive as well. And whether he was a coward or a drunk or anything else, it sounded like he was quite a powerful individual.
Yeah,
I
he
believe we will
definitely
find
could
him
be.
again.
I just hope that if he is in that place, then I hope he doesn't spend 3,000 years sober.
Ooh. Well, yes, from the sound of things, that maybe that would kill him more than any monsters would.
Yeah.
Anyway, I appreciate this, Neff, and I am learning to be human again. I'd like to say being away in the Nether Realm is what took that away from me, but I don't think I'd really felt like a person long before I went to that place. My life was war, and I considered myself a weapon, a living weapon. I'm starting to realize again that I do have feelings, and I still don't know if it's a good thing or not.
Yeah, you
But I
are
think
a
it is.
weapon.
Thanks. In the bedroom. And then Giles kind of does that thing that he does once he's kind of said everything he needs to say. He just gets really awkward. So
Let's head back in and listen to some of that stoner music.
sounds good.
And they walk back in hand, cock in hand. Not in a bad way or anything, you know.
And Neva just wants to ask, Fetus,
Fetish.
what time is it here? Is it suitable for us to sleep before we go kill people?
Oh, I don't think so. I don't think you should ever sleep here.
Why?
Of course you should sleep. It's
Okay.
it's very much needed.
I'm going to be honest, I can't tell if any of you are ever being serious about anything you say. Even when the things you say make sense, it sounds like it doesn't make sense anymore. Is this how Fae people are?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah,
Abby will say it.
they live for sarcasm.
Oh, okay.
Abby's, yeah, basically, by the way, was under their breath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just the way we are, unfortunately. It's funny as fuck though.
I think we should sleep.
Yes, I think we should get an early start in the morning if we are going to have a long way to travel.
It's fuck. I just seen something there, and I was like, one blocked message. How's there a blocked message? It's a message from you know who there on one of the things. That's why
From a
I was
while
like,
back.
oh yes. Okay, so that's
From a
just
while
been
back.
yeah. So that's just been deleted, just for the thing. So, you guys are going to go for a sleep, are you?
All right, we're going to do long rest, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we need one at the minute.
Okay.
Yeah, how long's it been since I started sleeping to now?
Ooh.
Oh. I would say Let the dice. It's been about 6 hours you've had.
Okay, so
But
I'll probably wake
he-
up like 2 hours into their sleep, I suppose.
If you wish to, yeah.
Yeah, if I've managed to get a long rest and then wake up earlier, then great.
Would we say that yours is a long rest? Or
Yeah,
was
I'm not
that...
an elf.
Or was that... No, I mean that as in... This time you've just been sleeping there, would that be a long rest, or would that have been you passing out?
I say
Um,
I love us passing out, but when she got dumped on the bed or whatever, then she just properly went to sleep. Is what I guess.
yeah, it's a good shout. It's up to you, DM.
No, it's up to you. It's your play. It's your character.
Oh
Me,
yeah,
I'm
but
just... I'm
she
easy
ain't in
going.
control at the moment. She ain't in control, so I'll let you decide.
I'm easy like a Sunday morning. Even though there's no such things as Sundays in this place.
I'll roll a d4 then.
Yeah, you roll for yourself. You roll for yourself,
Yeah.
babes.
I'd say she passed out then, and then went to bed in the bed. Went to sleep in the
Okay.
bed.
So say you were maybe asleep for an hour, like
Okay.
compared to where they were sleeping.
Are there any trees nearby this house?
Loads. You're in the middle of a thicket, sort of thing.
Okay, Abby is going to go and sleep outside in one of the trees.
Okay. Oh, yeah, just thingy that there by accident. Yeah, that's no problem. You managed to go outside, find yourself a somewhat sturdy looking tree that you managed to jump up and make your own for the evening.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I just fucked myself right up there doing something. Is there anything Abby'd like to do before before they fall asleep?
Abby is also going to set a small snare trap just in case anybody gets too close. Sort of going back to just before they joined everybody, just sort of that old habit of being somewhere new, not really trusting it, just feeling more at home in the woods, sort of thing.
Okay, dokie. Give me a stealth check. 58,
With
28,
pleasure.
58.
I'm going to burn an inspiration on that. That is a not very good, even with an inspiration burned, 10 in total.
Oh,
And now the first
You're,
one was a 2.
your time away from living out in the woods, like within nature itself, you've lost the knack
Okay.
temporarily. You managed to make it look good enough, but if somebody who is sort of trained in this mentality was to have like properly had a look, they could probably see where your trap is. But you've managed to cushion it up a little bit. You managed to get the leaves and all that looking over it, but you've just not managed to.
Yeah, I'd say with Abby's current mindset, that's appropriate as well.
Yeah. Is there anyone else who wants to do anything?
No, I'll be the last one to fall asleep. I'll be catching up with everyone.
Am I well rested? Like, how long had it been since I was asleep? Like when I bamfed here.
You weren't really asleep. Like, you basically bamfed. You went from the hag fight into the what do you call it? Yeah, he was in the hag fight.
Was it? Was he?
Yeah, he was in the hag fight.
I suppose
And
the
then,
question then go on, sorry.
Yeah, he was in the hag fight. Then when the session where you guys were trying to figure everything out, he and Emrys were in the bottled in.
Yeah.
And then-
I'm guessing it was less than an hour before he got caught up with us then.
Yeah, basically.
Cool.
Basically, because like it
Okay.
was almost instantaneous from the fight to you guys getting bamfed and done all that stuff. It was maybe a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
So it would have been like travel time essentially.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you would need. Everybody would basically need a long rest that takes long
Okay.
rests. I'll say,
I
like I
still-
say, maybe 2 hours for Vondra less than everybody else.
And it would only be the usual sort of 4-hour sort of
Yeah, it would-
trance thing.
Yeah, it would be that for yourself.
So
I s-
after I've had my sort of sleep, I sort of go outside and just sort of sit on the bench by here. Just sort of like
the water trough.
that's water trough. Isn't it? Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's
But
there's
just sort of, like, back, well, just sit by here then. Yeah, just sort of sit by there, and just sort of like sitting there, and just as I said, like feeling a bit rested now, but still just feeling really uneasy about where I am. It just feels totally alien. Despite the fact it's Fey and I got Fey heritage, it just doesn't feel right because I'm Drow.
yeah.
It all too perfect and too shiny for me.
Yeah, it's too alive for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Neff, what was it you were wanting to do there? Sorry, before everybody went to sleep.
I'm gonna stay sat up for a little while, and I'm just holding Hex and dropping it so it reappears in my hand. And eventually, that's just how I fall asleep, with Hex in my hand after I've tried dropping it again.
Okay.
Just slowly
So-
releasing, it appearing, and then nod off.
So you're outside sitting on a bench on a stump. Rowan just sort of goes off into her bed, moves Vondra aside a little bit, and just sort of like lets Vondra have like the pillow end, and she just sort of sits bolt up against the wall. Like, you know, some people can fall asleep at parties or whatever in that sitting position and just like again like, arms folded over like that sort of thing. Fucking Thetis has fell asleep on the chair at the table. Landon, he's fell asleep on like using some chopped up toadstools as a pillow. Mouse, you still awake?
Yep, I'm after everyone's fallen asleep and I've caught up with everything. I will just go over and sit up with Rowan for a little bit.
Oh, you're gonna cuddle on the bed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Neva, are you finding a place to perch?
Me and Steve are just curling round each other on the ground, and she's got her wing over her face, so it's she's cocoon.
Okay. Now, I have some. I know I have forgotten to put a token in because I keep forgetting about it. So I need to find something that will. You can have. No. Sorry, I'm just going through this because I'm trying to find a token of sorts that I can use. So, Stormcrow, you get up from your 4-hour trance, dust yourself off, and everybody's sleeping in some position on the floor. Get yourself up and go and have your sit outside to try and bring a sort of calmness and stillness to your mind.
Yep.
Is there anything you want to do whilst you're out there? Anything specific?
Not really. I'm still sitting there thinking, and just like, so started off in one place. I've travelled over a shitload of the country, friends, and somehow I've ended up in the Fey realm. Basically, some people who are my ancestors, and it feels completely weird. And for the first time, I actually feel kind of alone.
He's gonna have a furious wank.
That's the I don't know how to play this in my head, to be honest. You're no, not that part. That I'm ignoring that part.
It's just how you move on to the next bit. Sort of thing.
Yeah.
Make a con save.
Work the shaft.
Performance check.
Can I find Giles in his sleep?
You can certainly try.
Stormcrow uses
Oh,
uses
yeah.
his shadow blade and just snaps and kills half the half the Arashtra.
You nearly
No.
said half the Avengers then, didn't you?
I was going to say half the group, and then I was forgetting what you guys were called as well.
Fair.
So
Okay.
yeah, you're sitting there and these emotions hit you, and the life in this realm, it doesn't seem to help. The stillness, the abundance of movement, of everything, even the music that you played earlier on, knowing from the way you gauged even the running of the water having life, and the understanding that music has always been your form of meaning and connection to everything else. Knowing that even that has life outside of you, it seems to bring upon worse feelings than even when you were first excommunicated from the family.
Yeah.
And the fact that you've had to use your own name out loud for the first time in a while, even that reverberates not just in your head and your memories, but in your very soul. There's something about using your name out loud, even though no one heard you, and the entunement of actually having to use it to become part of this realm seems to ring hollow within your very soul.
Yep. That's pretty much the vibe I was going for there, mate.
So you crack one off in the middle. I'm only kidding.
Yeah, don't tear that banjo string.
Oh no, that lute string. No, it's a lyre, isn't it? That's yeah. Yeah, the fact that everyone's asleep around you, the people that you can rely on are now drifting off, and the memories of everything that's happened in the last 2 or 3 months to you. It's overwhelming.
Yep. I just sort of sit there for an hour or two, just sort of thinking about all this, and then it's sort of like straight my head and go, well. So I say to myself and go, well, there's fuck all I can do about it now while I'm here. The main thing is now getting those boys back, so Jeff doesn't lose any more members of his family. Sort of take a deep breath and sort of walk back in the house and just sort of start nosing around at the books and the maps that are around, trying to see if I can find out any information about the corruption or what's going on or anything at all.
Nice. Neff.
Yes.
you hear the footsteps in and out of Stormcrow, and you keep yourself in sort of a not a deep sleep, but also like you're not on edge constantly.
Mm.
And as you're playing with,
Yourself.
what? You know what, you guys? I'm trying to be like serious here. I'm like I don't be filthy all the time.
And all you hear is just.
All you hear is you sick bastards. So I'm gonna have to use this old token for this. You have Hex in your hand.
Yeah.
And you feel your hand open and slip, and a clatter on the stone. And as you wake up, you jolt yourself up. You feel Hex back in your hand, and
Oh fuck.
you hear a small, familiar voice coming from your shoulder. Well, that's not very good. You can't be doing that to me.
Ooh.
It's easing me.
No. And as you look over, you see the small, shadowish figure appear once more. You haven't seen him in a while. It must be something to do with the Fae. And he just comes up and plonks himself on your shoulder. Well, it might ease you, but it hurts my feelings when you just discard me like that. We're bonded, you and me.
You know I'd never actually let you go.
His little dark cheeks like rosy up, and like cartoonish like love hearts you see pop up above his head. That's so nice, boss. I feel loved. And he just nuzzles into the side of your neck.
This is creepy.
I go back to sleep.
And then the wee guy starts furiously masturbating on his shoulder.
Fuck's sake.
I'm sorry. No more. I'm sorry.
Neff can't get his head off of his left shoulder because it's stuck there like cement. You sick
It's just you and me.
bastards.
Come on, Neff.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey Zintar, thank you very much for joining in. Yeah, so basically, you guys wake up. Everyone within the... You get a long rest, sorry. So...
Yay!
Shift my spells around.
Yep.
Darren
I
spot
only had-
new ones.
I only had 80 hit points left.
Yeah.
I was-
So,
I was getting
guys,
worried, you know?
8 hours has passed.
8 days.
You all wake up. Rowan, back to the cauldron on the stove, just turns around. Right, breakfast is up. And just starts passing out these bowls to everyone. She sees you, Vondra, and just, finally, the little one's awake.
Hello. I needed that.
Vondra, this is Rowan. And
Oh.
Thetis.
Nice to meet you.
And Langdon.
How you spelling the T name?
Thetis, like the Greek goddess.
I do
T-
not know my Greek mythology.
T-H...
Likely.
I-T. Oh god, I can't bloody remember.
Rowan,
T-H-E-I-S.
Thetis, and who else?
How did I spell the last one?
Landon.
Langdon.
Cool. That's a lovely little home you've got here.
Why,
Or
thank
they've
you.
got here, I'll say to Mouse.
Yeah. She only uses me for this place. She doesn't really love me. She just uses me for the free room and board and food.
Say with a mouthful of breakfast. Yeah, pretty much.
Disgusting.
Disgusting.
I find that actually, I find that offensive as a Scottish person. Not gonna lie.
I
That's
find it funny.
shh.
I've shouted that at my kids. How come someone doesn't know how to flush the toilet after they've done a shit?
Thought you were going to say you've shouted that at Donna.
Once or twice.
Yeah, she hands out like this breakfast stew. Like it's fucking seems to have like different sorts of meats in it. It looks almost like it's alive, but pretty tasty.
Yeah, Vondra will go and sit on the little poof or cushion on the floor and
What did you call me?
a poof.
I was just about to say that.
And she'll start
You know what?
looking like
The
papers on
food
the
that
floor.
the food that Rowan's making right now isn't as good as the food that you can get from this nice burger place I know called Combo. You know, it's run by a really cool couple of guys. And I'm not just saying that because one of them's in the stream right now. and I'm not trying to get free food for the shout out just in case like the 10 people rewatch the stream. Go to Combo in Sandays in Dundee, guys. Sponsored. This is a sponsored ad. It's really good. I was only 10 stone before I started eating their food, and now I'm like not 10 stone.
Should I tell my posh auntie who lives near Dundee to go there?
Yes, you should. And you should tell her to
Okay.
like get the chicken and the burgers and stuff like that. It's really nice. It's the
Okay,
poshest
I
thing
will.
about that. It's the nicest thing about that area because the area is a scummy place. Yeah, so passes out and says, right, so what's the plan then? You were up all night looking through the records and you were all getting a bit of understanding. What do you want to do?
We have to go into the corruption to Celine's old tower that's been taken over. I don't know whereabouts.
How do we get there?
So,
I could try and get you as close as possible, but my magic might not take me all the way in. I know roughly where it is.
It's not somewhere we have been, is it?
No, we're not really allowed to go that deep into the corruption. It's always been on the outskirts, but I'm old enough to know where it is, to have remembered it in his glory days.
Would it
Oh,
be
yeah.
an idea to go to the last outpost?
I could try and get you as close as possible. Oh, I'm a couple 100 years old in Fey time. By the way, Miss Nova.
So what is that in
Nova.
other times lettuce?
It's
Just
probably
about-
a couple
just,
of 100 years. Yeah, on you go.
What?
About 30.
Oh, I wish I was only 30.
No, I'd look around and go, no, in terms of human years for our sort of age and maturity.
Maturity. We're not mature around here. And everybody just looks at this. Yeah, roughly. You see Landon there picking his nails with like a really sharp knife. Yeah. So I can get you there. I can get you as close as possible, but I won't be able to go that much deeper in. Giggity.
I mean, how long would it take to walk there?
Oh. Well, you'd have to walk from here all the way south till you found the corruption. Then you'd have to walk through that whilst battling demonic creatures wrapped in the old god's magic and probably trying to kill you all the time. Not to mention all their followers, all their little cultists. So it would probably be about 2 weeks of walking. And then most likely death due to corruption before you even made it a good few miles into it.
The walk. If you give us a lift.
I could possibly get you to the tower. There was an old tree there that we used to be able to teleport to.
Awesome.
It was one of the old watchtowers when things were a bit better around here. It's not been that way for about 150 years, give or take.
Are you three going to come with us?
No. I don't think that far in we'd be. I think we'd be a bit more susceptible to the corruption.
Then I think we might need some more bracelets to bring us back. Else, how are we going to get back?
I don't know. It's not for me to make up your fucking mind all the time. Jeez, oh.
I love you too. I will send you a message and maybe you can open up a tree.
You
Yes.
send you message, maybe.
I flick on it.
Pain in the arse. Right. Are you all ready?
Yeah, we better get going. We've not got a lot of time on this side of the realms.
Yes, and hopefully 2 birds with 1 stone while we're out there. I don't know.
That's the plan.
I just look around and everyone go. As much as we all want to kill Killian for what he's done, the most important thing we can't forget here is getting the boys home safe.
Yes.
If it has to wait, we'll get our revenge on him. The boys are the most important thing. I can't have Jeff lose anyone else.
Agreed.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can't get revenge, you'll damn sure avenge them.
Hey.
I was hoping somebody would maybe like start humming the Avengers theme tune or something there, but nah, fuck yous. Fuck the lot of yous then. It's yeah.
Tired.
You just had 8 hours sleep, for God's sake.
Robin hasn't in a very long time.
Yeah.
I know.
So-
What's 8 hours sleep?
Yeah, what is that? Fuck. So, Rowan takes you. She takes you outside. She finds like one of the more ancient trees, and you see like her druidic powers. Does a couple of taps here and there. The tree opens up with a somewhat blinding light, and she just leads you guys to it. Let's hope you manage to find what you're looking for
Yes, I will.
and help
speak to you
somehow.
I'll speak to you in a few hours, hopefully.
I hope you live long and prosper. You guys walking through?
Yeah.
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 You walk through. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Yep.
you guys walk through and you find yourselves in a chilling predicament where so far you've seen nothing but life and abundance. You walk out in front of a giant tower, corrupted and twisted.
Ooh.
That's
Well, map.
cool.
Did you make this map? Or
Yeah,
did you steal it?
I hand drew it.
I
Yeah.
know where it's from.
What are you all laughing at for? What are you all laughing for? I
Oh,
hand drew this.
Oh,
You did the
One sec.
live stream of it, the
Yeah, yeah.
infamously lost live stream.
I hand drew out my credit card and went on Patreon. You see a giant tower, corrupted and battered, standing before you, as high as anything you've ever seen before. Nephilis, can I get a perception check, please?
oh no.
Come on, Shield, pull through the ether.
I. Perception.
You got this.
You do.
9.
Nice.
It wasn't a win. You know you saw something. This is important.
You realise
it's
you're
just on the 20.
you realise you're now in the Fey realm. No. You look around and the disorientation of the spell, the travelling from tree to tree, you've never experienced this before. It sort of messed with your equilibrium. But as you pop out, you look up at the tower, whoa, in amazement. But just off to what appears to be the southwest, you see a familiar looking water rise going up into the mountains.
This is the place.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I recognise that rise. That's where they were.
The rise.
No, you won't get a rise out of me.
Can you feel your brother? Is that weird? Are you twins? Can you like feel each other?
No.
Oh, hopefully he won't know that we're coming then.
Find me, stepbrother.
Ah.
Oh, help me, brother. I'm stuck.
Don't know what you're talking about.
And with that last roll and joke, I think that's where we'll call it this evening, guys.
Well,
Okie dokie.
Amazing. Thank you very much, Darren. That's been an incredible game.
Thank you, Darren.
A little bit of
Whatever.
filler for you. Even though Vaughn just slept halfway through it. It's alright, I'm not taking it as you like being bored of it and just like wanting to be out of the way or anything, Byron.
That's because Byron's tired.
No. So, I'll ask you guys to say goodnight to the stream.
Good night, stream.
Good night,
Hi,
stream.
stream.
You guys
Good
are
night.
great.
good night, stream.
And everybody make sure and eat in combo.
Yes.
Okay. Gotta secure that sponsorship money.
Yeah, exactly. I'm getting a free burger and chips or something at some point.
Oh,
Hey, if
Alright,
we do
good.
a meet up by you, do we all get free burgers and chips?
Yes.
Yeah, well, they cater it.
Mm.
Yes, that is what has to happen.
Mm.
Goose, get on that.
we could play our game in combo.
Yeah, and like properly stream it with cameras and all that. And look sexy.
Yeah.
while doing it.
Right, I am going to run